I'm the pair of disembodied hands, formerly known as Iris. Welcome back to Beauty Bee, and welcome to episode 2 of some chick sitting on her floor and talking about soap for 45 minutes. This is the second half of my beauty inventory. This is going to be the video that is about everything that's not makeup. If you are interested in makeup, or if you are interested in the inventory video that I did in late November, early December, both of those will be linked up in the cards as well as down in the description box. So, in case me talking about soap for 45 minutes isn't enough, there's like at least another half hour of such riveting content somewhere else on the internet. Now, as I mentioned, this is probably going to be a pretty long video, so let's just get right into it. Okay, so we're going to start with this category that I'm calling for some reason I called this makeup in the last inventory, but I don't think of it as makeup, so let's put it here instead. I had one setting spray in December. It was from Wet n Wild, I believe. Now I have one from e.l.f. I don't use setting spray all that often. Having one is useful, but take it or leave it. I definitely don't want to have any more, but I'm fine having one. It's all great. Next up, we have lip balm. I had 6 of these in the last video, and now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I finished off a couple of lip balms between now and then, and honestly, there may well be one hiding in a purse. I don't know how these keep coming into my life. I think what I'm learning is that I just never need to buy lip balm, because I think that I purchased these 3 all at the same time about a year ago, a year and a half ago probably at this point, and somehow all of the rest of these have just come into my life. Actually, I think I purchased the lip oil, but I don't know. It seems that lip balms just wander into my life at a faster rate than I can use them up. So I don't know how that happens, but note to self, no need to purchase lip balm for a very, very long time. Okay, now we move to sort of facial skincare category 1. There's 2 spreads of facial skincare. The first thing that we have are moisturizers. I have 2 full-size moisturizers. One is from Neutrogena. It's the Soothing Clear Turmeric. And I have one from Clean Clear. This is the Dual Action Moisturizer. I tend to use this one in the morning and this one in the evenings, and I like both of them. The new additions this time around are both from Clinique. I received by error in a sample kit from Sephora 2 of the mini moisture surges. I haven't used either of them yet. I'm just going to keep them closed until I think this one is probably the first one that will move out, and then I will try these 2 out. So my numbers have gone up by 2, but I don't mind. They will go down again soon enough. This is a category that I didn't have anything in last time around. Now I have 2 eye creams. I think it was just shortly before the last video, I finished off my one eye cream, and I originally thought that I wasn't going to replace it, but then I decided that I did want something a little bit more heavy duty to use around the eye area, so I ended up purchasing this. This is from the Inky List. It's the Brighten Eye Cream, and it has that metal applicator, which I actually really like. I haven't been using this a whole lot recently because I've been trying to finish this. I got this in an Ipsy bag. This is the Glam Glow Bright Eyes. It's just a mini. I say just a mini, but this has lasted me months. I got this in February. It's June 10th, I believe, as I'm filming this, and I'm like halfway through it. True, I have not used it every day. I'm not great about remembering to use eye cream, but still. This is an area where I would like to continue to have one, but I definitely don't need 2. They just take so long to use up that I don't see any reason to have multiple. Next, let's move to sunscreen. I am sure that I had a sunscreen in the last video, but the records that I kept don't mention one. So right now I have two. They are both new to me. I'm sure that they are both new since the last video. The first one that I have is the Solimo Sheer Facial Sunscreen Lotion. I believe that this is like the Amazon generic brand. I think I just needed a cheap sunscreen, and it's nothing special, but it works just fine, and the price was right. And I also ended up purchasing a Copper Tone Mini. This is also for the face. I don't count my body sunscreen in this video for no real reason. It's just not something that I have a tendency to accumulate, unlike the other things in this video. So I just needed one when I was on the go, and I picked this one. I have nothing good or bad to say about it because I have used it once. And then I have my little treatments. The one item that is still around in this category is the only item that I would have had in the last video. This is the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Gel, I believe. I don't know. The label has worn off of it. It's a little roller ball that has salicylic acid in it. And I do think that it helps with acne. I've also been on a little bit of The Ordinary kick, and I've purchased their vitamin C suspension with hyaluronic acid spheres. I use this in the morning quite often. I purchased the Argyle line solution. This you use a couple dots of like on your forehead a couple times a day, and it is supposed to help with the appearance of wrinkles, and I actually think that it does help. And finally, I have one face mask, again from The Ordinary. This is their AHA and BHA peeling solution. I've only used this maybe 2 or 3 times because it kind of scares me. It looks really scary on the skin because it's red, and it gives you all of these instructions like do not leave on for more than 15 minutes, do not apply on damp skin, and I'm a little bit afraid that it's going to burn my face off if I disobey the instructions. I do think that this is about good for me. I think that if I really get into the routine and I regularly do a complete skincare routine beyond just taking off my makeup, I wouldn't mind having a couple more products in this category, because at that point I would be using them. And I do think that my skin reacts well when I'm doing a longer, more complete skincare routine. I just don't care enough most of the time. So that's where we're at. Now let's move to facial skincare number 2. One moment. Looking back, I should have combined these into just one spread, but I forgot that I have things in the shower that I'm just not taking out because they're currently in use. A lot of them are mostly gone, but I wasn't willing to make a mess out of my floor for this video. So I have one sort of backup face wash. It is the Clean and Clear Watermelon Gel Cleanser. This is not really a backup. I have used this, I would say, for a couple of weeks, and then when it came time for me to move, I packed it up, didn't see it for a month, started using other things, and haven't opened it up since. But I did like this. I thought it was good. I don't think that I will repurchase it though, but that could change by the time I finished. So in this category, I have 2. I have one in my shower and one right here, and that is fine. That's fantastic to me. Next up, we have facial scrubs. This one is from Acne, and I am a good chunk of the way through it. I also have one from Up and Up that is in my shower right now. I am going to work on finishing that up before I move this one in, and it's the same story. I moved, I started using other things, and then I realized, oh, I still have the stuff that I was using before I moved in storage, and then when I finally got it, I didn't bother to open it again. A face scrub is a useful step for me. I think that it does help to clear things out and just make my skin feel fresher. However, it's not the kind of thing I need a backup for. It would be fine if I went without a face scrub for a couple of weeks. Next up, we have makeup removers. I'm sure that there should be a thing of makeup wipes in this category as well. I know that I have them somewhere, but I don't know where they are currently. In any case, I only have one thing of makeup wipes, so I'm not too worried about them. The other makeup removers that I have fulfill different purposes. This one I keep out on my counter, and I will use this really specifically. The purpose of this product for me is just to take off eyeliner and glitter eyeshadow. I don't tend to wear a huge amount of face makeup, at least not the kind that's really hard to remove. So I don't wear a lot of concealer, I don't wear a lot of foundation, powder, so it doesn't take a whole lot to take off my makeup. Most of the time, just using this Clean and Clear cleanser is enough. But I do keep this oil-free eye makeup remover from Up and Up Around to get rid of the more stubborn makeup I wear. And then I keep this in the shower. This is the Ponz Cold Cream, and I use this just every once in a while if I feel like my normal cleanser just didn't quite do the job or isn't going to quite do the job. I will use this. So this is great. I do like having a thing of makeup wipes around for just in case. I don't tend to use them very often, but they are handy to have every once in a while, and I feel like both of these fulfill different purposes for me. So this category is great, and we need a good category because the rest of this video is not going to be great. Now, mind you, I do not smell bad. I think I smell fine to somewhat better than average, but based on the spread that I see in front of myself, I think that I should smell fabulous. Like, people should be stopping me on the street regularly and complimenting me, and that's not happening. So this is all of the things in my life that smell good, plus body scrubs, because I guess those needed a category to be put into. So we have 4 full-size lotions. In the last video, I think I had 1 and a bit. Let me see, I've got my list pulled up in front of me. Yeah, I had 2 full-size lotions in the last one. It was this and then another coconut one, again from Bath & Body Works, that was 95% gone, and somehow I've added an additional 3. One of these I got from my mom. She was just clearing things out. Another she redeemed a coupon for, and I think this was less than $1 that it worked out to at Bath & Body Works. And then I got this for free from Influencer. So I haven't bought any new lotion, but it has all come into my life somehow. I do like all of these, and that is more lotion than I usually will gather over a 6-month period, so I don't particularly mind that I have some extras, but I would rather be at like 2 than 4. 4 seems a little bit excessive. And I don't think I mentioned what this is, but this is one of the EOS Shea Better lotions. Next, let's move to body scrubs. We'll start out with the scented one. This is from Scentsy. It's their Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl. I don't know anything about Scentsy. I think it's multi-level marketing, so I don't know. It's okay. I don't know how much this costs or anything. This was another hand-me-down from my mom, but it's fine. Not something I would purchase. And then I have 2 Apricot Scrubs. I know that these are marketed for your face, but I use them only on my body because this is just too much, at least for my face. So they're in this category. Again, at least in this category, I was able to take the thing out of my shower This is what I'm currently using, and there's actually a decent amount of progress on this. I would say that I'm, I don't know, maybe a third to a half of the way through this product. Anyway, like the face scrubs, I don't need a backup body scrub. This would be a good thing to just have one open at a time, and then when I use it up, I can repurchase. That would be better. One thing that I don't mind having backups of is soap. I have two sitting in my shower right now, one of which is practically unopened and another one that's probably 90% gone. This Up and Up one is the soap that I usually get. This is the shea butter one, and I'm about halfway through this. This is another product that was in my shower and then I was moving, so it went into storage and I haven't reopened since. And I have 3 minis from Bath & Body Works. I don't mind having these minis usually because I do tend to travel. The last year and some has just not been conducive to traveling, so I haven't been using them up. Though I should probably give these a sniff sometime soon and see if they're still good or if there's something that I should probably use up pretty quick, because I've had these now for quite a while. In any case, I don't usually have this many backups, and once I finish one of the one that's in my shower, I would be fine with where this category is at. It's all good. This is something that I do go through, so having one full-size backup, not a big problem to me. And I don't think I said this, but in the last video, I just had these 3 minis. They're the same minis. Now moving to fragrance. In the last video, I had 3 fragrance mists. I had Moonlight Path from Bath & Body Works, Waikiki Beach Coconut, again from Bath & Body Works, and I had, I believe, a Pacifica one, Island Vanilla maybe it was. I used that up earlier this year, and I have added some perfumes. I have 2 minis. This is Valentino Donna, and this is Skylar Salt Air. I have not used either of these yet. I think I even said in that video, the one that I made like 6 months ago at this point, so my memory could be off. I like having little perfume minis around. I think they are great for when you're traveling. I also just don't wear perfume most days. Most days I just wear body mist, if any fragrance, so I don't mind having these little sizes. They tend to last about 3 weeks of everyday use for me, which I think is fantastic. And then through Influencer, I received this Oscar de la Renta Bella Blanca, and I do like this as well. So my fragrance category has gone down a little bit as far as body mists go, and I think this is a pretty reasonable amount of body mist for me. I can go through one of these minis in about 3 months because I reapply during the day. I have half of Moonlight Path left and more or less a full thing of Waikiki Beach Coconut. I have no idea how much I have left in this perfume. I just assume that perfumes will last me nearly forever, and 2 minis, so that's perfectly fine. I actually wouldn't mind adding another perfume, something that I chose myself and was maybe a bit more to my tastes. I do like this scent, that's not what I'm trying to say. It's just, this feels very pedestrian in a way, not in a bad way, but it's like, I feel like this is the kind of perfume that you could give someone as a gift and they would probably like it. You wouldn't upset anyone, they probably wouldn't find it offensive or anything. And I want something that has a little bit more personality to it. So that's my fragrance category. Let's move on to, I think hair stuff is next. Again, kind of like the last category, I don't have awful hair, but I should have really nice hair based on what I see in front of me, and I don't. Where do we even start? Let's just start over here with hair masks. I like hair masks. These are what I think of as my more heavy duty hair masks. I do have this like Aussie one, their deep conditioner, and I think it's Pantene maybe, that's sitting in my shower, and I use these lighter duty hair masks like 2 or 3 times a week, and then I'll use something like this once a week. The only full-size heavy-duty hair mask that I have is my Saint & Sinner's Velvet Divine hair mask. I love this thing. I think it is incredible, and I kind of wish that I only had this one, but I do have these 4 minis to try, and I wouldn't repurchase this one. I mean, maybe ever, because this was kind of stupid expensive, full price. I got this in some kind of bundle deal on Ipsy, but I would want to use up all 4 of these other ones and maybe find a new favorite among them. These, which are 2 from Briogeo. I have a sample of Don't Despair Repair, Be Kind, Be Gentle, Be Kind, the Verb Hydrating Mask, as well as this one from Silky. I would want to use up all 4 of these before I even considered repurchasing Saints and Sinners. And you know what? Maybe I would find a new favorite, new holy grail among these. So, yeah. I think I said not too long ago in one of my videos that I would just continue to buy little samples of hair masks because I go through them. And amending that, I do not need to buy any more samples of hair masks because I have too many. I don't think I had more than 1 in the last video. Let me look. Yeah, I didn't feel the need to list one, so I don't think I had any in the last video except for maybe this one. Goodness. Too much. Next up, we have Heat Protectant. In the previous video, I had 1. It was this Tresemme Keratin Smooth. I received another one for Christmas. This is from Pantene, and it's their Pro V Heat Primer. I'm using the Pantene one right now. I don't know why my older one is sitting around as backup. I don't see any real difference between them, except that the sprayer on this one is a little bit nicer, but yeah, it doesn't make any sense. This is not something that I need a backup of. I would be fine without heat primer for a few days. I don't heat style my hair all that often anyway. And really, this category as a whole is a little bit unnecessary for me. First of all, I just don't style my hair that often using heat, but also quite a few of the other products that you see sitting out also have heat protectant properties. So what am I doing? Next up, we have the products that I use when I wear my hair curly. This is from Nexus. I bought it on clearance when I was really stressed out one day and went to Target right as lockdown was starting, or right before lockdown began, and I haven't opened it, so that's fun. I have this Alterna Caviar Anti-Aging Invisible Roller Spray. I have not figured out really how to use this, and I need to. Something about this doesn't make sense to me, and I need to just use it for a while and figure it out. The product that I use most often is my Aussie Sprunch Mousse. This is super easy. You just put a little bit in your hand, mush your hair, scrunch it a little bit. I tend to flip my hair upside down and sort of start to form curls just with my fingers, and it looks fine. You're done for the day. So, okay, I had 4 of these in my last video, and I have not used anything up. This is new to me since the last video, and I had a Dove product that was just really old and honestly not very good, so I just tossed it. And I had a salt spray that I really liked, but I think just got lost in the move. Though I'm realizing that I do not need to repurchase it, even though I enjoyed it, because there is enough hair stuff. We don't need to add yet another bottle. So I will take my small victory of having one fewer curl products than I did previously and just call it good. Next we have gloss products. I had 2 of these in the last video, and I'm fairly certain, actually I am certain now that I think about it, that they were the Frizzies from John Frieda and the Aussie Gloss Over Glossing Cream. I use all of these products pretty interchangeably, honestly, with the exception of this OGX Nourishing Coconut Milk. I've not had this for very long. Actually, that's kind of a lie. I've had this in the past, and I enjoyed it, and I used it up. And my mom gave me this, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if she gave me this or if I was just using it at her house and then commandeered it, but anyway, I didn't purchase this, but it came into my life within the last couple of months, and I really like it. It does make my hair feel really nice and shiny, and I like that I can mix this a little bit more easily with the curl products than some of these other products. And then I have this Foxy Bay, I hate that name, Smooth Sailing Anti-Frizz Finishing Cream. I really have not played around enough with these 3 products to know what they do differently. I'm pretty sure that this gloss over is best for me when I wear my hair straight, which is honestly not that often, especially these days. But honestly, I don't think I need all 3 of these. I think I would be great if I eventually, sometime probably in the far distant future, managed to get down to just 1. But I've had this John Frieda Frizzies for like 4 years at this point, and I've used up like a quarter of it. So will that ever happen? Only time will tell, but probably not. As far as shampoo and conditioner go, in the last video, I had only the items that were currently sitting in my shower, and now I have the items that are currently sitting in my shower, plus a giant thing each of Tresemme shampoo and conditioner, as well as an Aussie 3-Minute Miracle giant size, which this is actually open. Again, it's one of those things that I had in my shower when I moved, and it looks to me like there's about a 1/3 left in there, so I guess that's not quite the same as having a giant backup, but oh well. And I also have this Love Beauty and Planet. This is the sulfate-free shampoo scrub. I use this as a scalp scrub about once a week, and I do think that it helps to remove some of the buildup in my hair, because I do use quite a bit of styling product, as you can probably see based on the spread in front of you, and I think it helps. I also just like the feeling of it, so I'm gonna keep using it. I don't know if I would repurchase when I'm done yet, but I have so long before I finish this that's not even a concern at this point. I don't mind having a backup of shampoo, and I don't really need a backup of conditioner, but I tend to get the duo shampoo conditioner set, so I guess I'm going to have a backup of conditioner generally, and it doesn't really bother me. As long as it doesn't get out of control and I don't have like 3 backups of shampoo and conditioner, which I have had in the past. Thankfully, I've worked through those. I'm fine. This is not great, but not unreasonable. And then finally, we have this dry shampoo and dry conditioner category. I have 2 Aussie Dry Shampoos. This Clean Volume Dry Shampoo is, I don't know, maybe a 1/3 gone. And then I have the Tousle Hustle, which I feel like maybe rhymes a little bit better if you have a different accent than mine. And the Sleek and Warrior, this is a dry conditioner, and I do tend to use them in a different way. I will usually start with the dry shampoo and I will put that all over my hair. That can sometimes make my ends look pretty dry and kind of gross though. So I will spray over just the ends with the dry conditioner, and I think it worked really well for me. This is a category that's actually gone down one. I previously had a travel size of, I think, the Hask coconut one. I've used that up and I'm okay with where this category is at. I think that the fact that I have 2 of them open at a time and then just one in backup makes me feel a lot better than I would if these were all dry shampoos. Oh shoot, we haven't talked about the leave-in conditioner yet, have we? Okay, I have 3 leave-in conditioners right now. I have this one from, it's not actually Shea Moisture, this is actually the Mark Anthony Grow Long, Grow Strong, but I have repurposed this little Shea Moisture bottle to use it with, and I have a little less than half of this left. It's fine, I've had it for ages, but wouldn't repurchase. Whatever, just trying to use it up. And then I have 2 that are new to me since the last video. First, I have this Way Leave-In Conditioner Mini. I purchased this through Ipsy, and I have not opened it yet. It's still got the shrink wrap. And I received for my birthday the Saint & Sinner's Velvet Divine Leave-In Conditioner. My mom knew that I loved this hair mask a lot, so she bought me the leave-in from the same line, and which I thought was such a sweet birthday gift. Thank you, Mom. And I like it. I don't like it as much as I like the hair mask, but I am looking forward to having this moved out so that I can use this full time. I really like having leave-in conditioner. I think it does make a difference in my hair, but I don't need 3. It's another thing where I would be fine with just 1. So, moral of the story, I don't need to buy any hair products for a really long time, but I probably will anyway. Goodness. Next we move on to nail polish. There is plenty here. There's actually another one. This is the Sally Hansen Extreme Wear in the shade Iris Illusion. I've definitely kept this for the last few years solely because it has my name in it, but I have never gotten this to actually work for me, so executive decision, this is not part of the inventory. It is going in the bin as soon as I'm done filming. So, what do we have? I have 3 mini nail polishes. I have made it my goal this year to get through several of these, and I am making good progress. In the last video, I had 6 minis. Now I'm down to 3. Honestly, these are definitely the 3 that are going to be harder for me to get through, though I have been liking nude-ish nails a little bit more, so maybe it won't be as hard as I'm thinking. We'll see. I'm not going to keep them around if I just end up hating them. I am fine with passing them along or putting them in the trash. That doesn't bother me. In any case, we had 6, we're down to 3. Great. As far as toppers go, I don't think that I included these as a separate category last time around, probably because I just had this one, I think, this Wet n Wild one. I have since added 3 from Sally Hansen. I have really been enjoying my glittery nail polish recently. I'm wearing some today. I'm actually have this Sally Hansen Insta Dry Prismatic Shine in the pink shade, Pink Aurora, and that is what's giving me shine on my nails today. Really like these. I'm really happy that I've purchased these, though I wish my nail category hadn't gone up quite as much as it has. I have 1 base coat and 1 top coat, and that seems about right. I'm fine with that. And here is where we get to the growth. I had 14 nail polishes last time, and now the moment of truth, I have 15. And really I have 19 because, again, I counted my glittery top coats in with the rest of the nail polishes last time. So that's not great. Let's see, what is new since the last video? This one is new. I purchased this outright. I bought both of these through Ipsy in a set, and I am not at all unhappy with that purchase. These are really cute colors. And then I recently, like really recently, within the last couple of weeks, purchased these two from Kiko. These I am not super impressed with. I would not repurchase, but everything else I do really like, with the exception of this blue one. This is sneaker-like texture and it's disgusting. I'll see if my mom or someone wants that, actually. I don't think she will. Blue's not really her color, but I'm not going to use it. So, okay. So now we're down to 14 nail polishes. I didn't expect this to be a declutter video, but hey. I am glad that I'm getting rid of 2 because I wasn't using them and they didn't need to sit in my drawer rotting when either someone else could use them or they just didn't need to be taking up that space. All right, so I think that brings us to the end. I'm pretty sure that I had Cuticle Creams in this section last year because my list says that I had 2 of them in the previous video, but I don't know where those are and I'm not gonna go digging through my stuff. I'm sure that I still have the same 2. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope that this was interesting and that I haven't just been sitting on my floor for the last 59 minutes talking about soap and nail polish for no one's benefit but my own. However, I do think that there was some benefit to me. I am reminded yet again that I don't need most beauty products. I'm pretty well set. Okay, time to wrap this thing up. Thanks again for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed, and I hope I will see you in the next video. Bye.